Hello, everyone. I'll be reading a book today on empaths and narcissists. As you can see, everyone, I am also an empath. I have the M on the palm of my hand, but I also have the crescent moon too. I have the crescent moon, the lines here which you add together, plus the other one, and the two M's in the palm of my hand. So that makes me a super empath. No wonder why I notice where people's energy draws to mine, especially negative energies, like narcissistic empaths, dark empaths. So I'm a super empath. I'm the one that unveils people's lies and uncover the truth. I tell the truth and uncover the truth and figure out when people are lying to me. That makes me an. So I'm going to read this book today on empaths and narcissists. It's by Judy Dyer. Okay, I'll start with the introduction. Empaths feels the emotions of others, from joy to the pain and everything in between. They find it impossible to be in the presence of another person and not feel what they feel. Human beings want not to be happy and spend time majority of their lives chasing what they feel to complete them, bring them fulfillment. Unfortunately, most people don't find happiness. They hate their jobs. They feel trapped in unloving relationships. They feel insecure and they want more out of life. They unfulfill wants, needs, and desires, cause sadness and depression, and people carry the feelings of heaviness every day. Unfortunately, for the empath, not only do they have to deal with their own demons, but natural ability to tune into feelings of others forces them to deal with demons that come into contact with. So if you're not a healed empath, then you're going to cause destruction and cause chaos. You're going to bring people down with you with your own emotions if you're not healed. To be a healed empath, you must understand your own emotions, your own feelings before draining someone else's emotions or energy. So, in an attempt to stop the pain, empaths build defense mechanisms around them to prevent them from enjoying life. Despite the fortress of attempt to shield themselves with, they are still absorb negative energy in the form of pain, suffering, and even illness. Causes spend much of their lives feeling scared, sick, and lonely. Concerning all that empaths are forced to endure, it is a wonder some of them are afraid to embrace their gift. However, learning how to use empathetic abilities is a blessing, as not a curse. It is essential to have healthy living. Empathy is not something that you can escape from you. It's either embrace it or use it in a way, indeed, to live a life of misery or suffering. So, you are the only person who can make that decision. Think about a child who's naturally talented in playing the piano. When he hears music, he is able to play the exact he has heard about his gift. He didn't learn how much to play the piano; it just came naturally to him. But if the child wants to master his craft, he is going to have to study music. If he wants to become a concrete concert pianist, he is need to study impersonal dynamics and practice with the group. Good teaching will accelerate his skills, enable him to become a brilliant performer or teacher. But to learn, he will need to connect with people in a similar fashion. Empaths need to learn skills that will enhance their gift. They can shy away from this to operate on low level of frequency. They can enhance it to become exceptional. Empathic abilities, when ignored, misused, misunderstood, and can lead to a dark place. You can become weak, drained, and lifeless, burdened with responsibilities and don't belong to you, and you will suffer unnecessarily illness. And as such, as empaths have a desire to help people, taking on other people's burdens will not only hinder you, but also hinder the person you are trying to help. Would you want a friend or loved one carry your burdens? I'm assuming that 100% of you would answer the question to this no. So the question becomes, If you don't want someone else's carry your burdens, why would you want to carry someone else's? In the first book, Empath: The Complete Guide to Developing Your Gift and Finding Your Sense of Self, I share with you how much you recognize to have a gift and how to tap into it. But due to popular demand, I want to answer some questions. Okay, your free gift, Hiyoka, empath. A lot of empaths feel trapped, as if you hit the glass ceiling they cannot penetrate. They know there's another level to their gift, but they can't seem to figure out what it is. They have dozens of books, been counseling and confidence in their experience empaths, but the glass ceiling remains. They feel alone, annihilated from the rest of the world because they know they got so much more to give, but can't access it. Does it sound like you? The ability to connect you of your true, authentic self is a tragedy. Being robbed of joy, embracing the full extent of your humanity, is a terrible misfortune. The driving force of human nature is to live according to one's own sense of self, values, and emotions. Since the beginning of time, philosophers, writers, and scholars have argued that authenticity is one of the most important elements of the individual's well being. When there's disconnect between a person's inner being and their expressions, it could be psychologically damaging. Hayokas is the most powerful type of empaths, and many of them are not fully aware of who they are, while other empaths experience feelings of overwhelming exhaustion.
I need the broom.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so from absorbing another's energies and emotions, Hayoka empaths experience an additional aspect of exhaustion is that they are fighting a constant battle with their inability to completely authentic. The good news is the only way stopping you from becoming your authentic self is a lack of knowledge. You need to know exactly who you are and who you can tap in the resources that could be lying dormant within you. In this bonus ebook, you'll gain in-depth information of 7 signs that you're a Hayoka empath, while certain related abilities are so much powerful traits. You'll find that the many answers and questions that you've been searching for your entire life, such as why you feel uncomfortable when you're around certain people, how you always seem to find yourself on the right path even though your decisions are not based on logic or rationale. The reason is to get so offended when you find out others have lied to you. Yep, that's me. I have a deep experience of people lied to me, and I get very mad about it, and I feel offended about it when they lie to me and they pretend to be somebody who they're not for the rest of their life. Why you analyze everything in such detail. Yep, the reason why humor is so much important than your life. Why you refuse to follow the crowd regardless of the consequences. The reason why strangers and animals are drawn to you. Yep, that's me. There are 3 main components of authenticity: understanding who you are, expressing who you are, and letting the world experience who you are. The first step on this journey is to know who you are, and with these 7 signs, you're a Hayoka empath, and find out, including snippets about the first 3 signs in this description to find out the full confidence on whether you're on the right track. Sign 1, you feel and understand energy. Okay, we're going to start talking about these signs, okay, everyone? Okay, so the first sign, you feel and understand energy. Hayoka empaths possess a natural ability to tap into energy they cannot walk into a room immediately discern from the atmosphere. When your individual walks past them, they can literally see into their soul because they can sense an aura that person is carrying. But empaths also understand their own energy, and they allow it to guide them. You will often hear the ability to refer to it as the sixth sense. The general consensus is that only a few people have this gift, but the reality is that everyone was born with the ability about feeling energy. Okay, so you often hear this ability, the sixth sense. The general consensus is that only a few people have this gift, but the reality is everyone was born with the ability to feel energy. It's just been demonized and turned into something spooky, when in actual fact the most natural state to operate in. Sign 2, you are led by your intuition. Do you find that you know things before they happen? Don't spend hours, days, weeks, or agonizing over decisions. You can feel that something is the right to do, and you go ahead and do it. That's because you led to by your intuition, and you're connected to the deepest part of yourself. You know your soul. You know to it. You trust it. People like Oprah Winfrey, Steve Jobs, and Richard Branson followed their intuition steadfast that led to them to become something successful people in the history of the world. Living from within is the way that you are created to be, and those who trust this ability will find their footing in life a lot more quickly than others. Think of this as a GPS system. When you are programmed properly, you will always take you to the destination to the via's fastest route. Sign 3, you believe in complete honesty. Yep. I've been complete honesty. I do not lie about things I know, and people are not telling me the truth, and people are hiding something behind my back. In general, empaths do not be like being around negative energy. And there's nothing that can shift positive frequency faster than dishonesty. Anything that isn't the truth or is a lie, even the tiny ones that we excuse away, white lies, as soon as they are released from someone's mouth, so it's negative energy. Living authentic life requires complete honesty at all times. Yep. I'm living in my truth. No, I'm not hiding anything, everyone. And although the truth can make me hurt, it's better not to be able to trust someone. It's better to tell the truth than lie. Hayoka empaths get the uncomfortable in presence of liars. They're fully aware of vibrations of persons that don't match with the words what they're saying. Yep, I'm a Hayoka empath, everyone. Because I could sense when someone's telling me a white lie, a presence of liar. They're fully aware that the vibrations of someone doesn't match the words what they're saying. It doesn't match. How have you ever experienced a brain freeze mid-conversation, or all of a sudden that you couldn't think straight, you couldn't articulate yourself properly, and things that you just feel got really awkward? That's because your empath antenna picked up on a lie. Hayoka Empath, 7 signs of Hayoka Empath, why it's so powerful, revolutionary tool to help you transition from uncertainty to complete confidence in who you are. In this easy to read guide, I'll walk you through exactly what makes you a Hayoka Empath. Done research for you, so no spending hours, days, weeks of searching for the answers. You have a deep need to share yourself with the world, and you'll be afraid to because you knew something was missing, something was off. The information with the pages of the book, the missing piece of the jigsaw puzzle, there's no turning back now. You're a Hayoka Empath. Okay, everyone, next time I'll go into chapter 1 of this book, empaths and narcissistic people. There's 2 different types of empaths. There's an empath, super empath, and there's a narcissistic empath, someone who uses their abilities to gain what they want from other people, to get what they want. So they use their white lies to hide behind the door to get exactly what they want. So they're willing to get anything they want to get what they want. Those are intelligent empaths, but those are also called dark empaths. Dark empaths are the opposite of super empaths. Super empaths is understanding people's emotions and using those abilities to help heal people. Dark empaths are people that you will use your dark deeds to get what you want from people. So you will emotionally manipulate the situation to get what you want from that person. That is a dark empath. So, which side will you be on, everyone? Light empath or dark empath? We will talk about it next time in chapter 1 of the book, which will be understanding energy, everyone. All right, have a good day, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye now.